Let's play this video. Thank you all very much. Let's go.
Bro, people have been, oh man. We're having another conversation about girls that are doing sexual content on Twitch. I know, guys. Reset the clock back down to 0.
I have no idea what Asmongold's going to say. I think Asmongold is a very laissez-faire, libertarian, as long as it doesn't impact me, who cares, type of guy. I will say, women that are peddling highly sexual content on Twitch, there is a reason why they're on Twitch and not on Chatterbait, right? They know that Twitch has a very young audience, some sections more than others, and they know that Twitch is a very good way to convert people to OnlyFans subscribers or whatever other sexual content they're peddling off platform. The reason they're on Twitch is to peddle sexual content to people that were not explicitly looking for sexual content, in a sort of very manipulative way. So let's see what Asmongold has to say. I view content like this as predatory content that's targeted at children. That's how I look at this. But we'll see what he has to say.
It's happening again. It's been on Twitter recently, and now everybody has to give their take on it and what they think about it. So obviously, this is a post that was made by Indy Fox in I guess 2017. I'm ashamed to say Twitch is a platform that supports lazy females selling their bodies for cash. You are teaching little girls to sell sex because that's what's popular. Make them wear t-shirts and pants. Compete on the same playing field as men. Feminism is equality. Spread the word. Well, I mean, I guess she learned that men and women aren't equal. They're not. Guys watch girls for sex stuff. Guys watch other guys for relate to them and to watch them play video games. That's just how it is. I mean, I don't really I mean, this isn't stupid. This was. Of course men and women aren't the same thing. Who the fuck thinks that? Some fucking delusional bullshit.
Asmongold? Are we allowed to say that men and women aren't the same? I don't know. Asmon, what?
Right? Spend too much time on Twitter, your brain's gonna turn. Who the fuck thinks that? Some fucking delusional bullshit, right? Spend too much time on Twitter, your brain's gonna turn into, it's gonna microwave your brain. You stop thinking about reality. Point is that there's been a lot of people on Twitch that have been unhappy about this situation. I recently saw a number of tweets about this. You know, it always starts off great whenever you see something like this, because I worry that I can get banned for it because it's porn, but then I remember it's on the same website I'm broadcasting on. So let's go ahead and take a look and watch the clip, okay? This is what's got a lot of people, 41 million people are upset about this, or at least talking about it. Here we go. Let's watch it.
What is this meta?
And also, anxious today. You know what I mean? Titan, thank you for the tier 3.
Thank you for the tier 3 sub.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
This is on Twitch. What is her name? Chrissy Chi. So I want to show you something real fast. This is a female viewer of mine, and I saw that she posted this earlier today. This shit is being recommended to me despite never interacting with any stream that isn't strictly gaming or a friend just doing chatting. Make it make sense. This is a female viewer of mine who only consumes World of Warcraft content, and this is her Twitch page. Live channels we think you'll like. S-Fand, 2 Girl, 1 Shower, Jumping. Guzu, Fandy, Mitch Jones, just playing World of Warcraft, Ampy, Canon XO, Joker, Grayson, Annie Fuchsia. World of Warcraft. This is being algorithmically pushed. Yes. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. 100%. There's no reason for this to be there on Chrissy Chi's Twitch feed. Her recommended Twitch feed.
I just want to relax today, so I don't really have any
She just wants to relax.
Or
Let it all hang out.
I feel
What is this meta?
So there's been a new meta on Twitch. Let me see if I can find it. And this has been something pretty common that a lot of girls have been doing, is that pretty sure Asian Bunny started this, because I actually messaged her and I told her that it was a great idea. So I said this is probably the smartest thing that I've ever seen, right? Because she did this, and then she also did this thing where she...
I don't know if we're going to hear this argument in this video. a lot of people will say, "Oh well, you know, don't be mad at the woman for making predatory content like this. Be mad at Twitch for allowing predatory content like this." And you know what? You're right. I wish Twitch would not allow content like this. You're right to some degree, but I also, women are adults. I think that absolving women of responsibility for bad behavior is actually misogynistic. Like I think it's actually deeply misogynistic to infantilize women to the degree that they have no responsibility for their behavior or actions. And I don't do that. I think if you're someone that's engaging in poor behavior and predatory behavior, manipulative behavior, regardless of you being a man or woman, I think you need to be held accountable. Yeah, I think it's not good. It's not good. And so if we hear the, oh, don't blame the women, blame the platform, I'm going to blame both of them.
She was like massaging a Squirtle, and I told her, I'm like, this is the smartest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, this is fucking brilliant, and I genuinely believe that. Like, I thought it was great, and it worked because like the thing is, she got banned. No, she didn't. Let me see.
She did get banned today. Yeah, she's banned.
Never mind. Oops.
She's banned.
Oh shit. Well. You know, that sucks. It's my fault I do this. I didn't mean to do that. Man.
Orion, hey, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Well, there it is. Anyway, yeah. So this has been like a meta on Twitch where like a girl stands there semi-topless and talks to the chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and explain kind of why this is why I think this is kind of like a silly conversation, right? And like just everything about. So like I think, please let me. I cannot express how many different angles this is stupid in. Okay, and I want you guys to really, really appreciate that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that the reason why this is happening is because Twitch has this like crazy, like stupid woke mentality, and they've had this for years, that girls that are obviously sexualizing themselves aren't actually doing it.
That is true.
It's like this intellectually dishonest thing where you can see girls doing something like this or doing something like that.
Like you can say these women are like really pushing the limits and abusing progressive ideology. Yeah. That is true. They're sort of like a wolf, an abusive wolf in progressive ideology sheep's clothing, almost. Yeah.
And you have some sort of there's like this thing where like because you can't sexualize women, then they are the ones that are in charge of sexualizing themselves. So Twitch is in like this intellectual trap where if you say what's obvious, then you're sexist, and if you don't say what's obvious, then you're clueless. And so this is what's happened for years. And there's been girls that have obviously presented themselves in a extremely sexual manner for years on Twitch. And I'm talking
progressive ideology, it's straight up softcore porn. Yeah, but what ideology results in the normalization of softcore porn manifesting in all avenues of society? Progressive ideology. Yeah.
About over 10 years on Twitch, this has been a thing. This has been a thing longer than Twitch has been a thing. I bet they were probably doing this on Justin TV, okay? So this is nothing new. But the point is that a lot of these situations happen because of this intellectual dishonesty. Now, there's also another level of intellectual dishonesty that's going on at the same time. And that's the intellectual dishonesty of these things ruining the website. Now, this is the website. We're seeing the website. We all see the website, right? Where are they?
So, like I showed, this has happened to me also, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a man, maybe, I don't know, but this is a female viewer of mine, Chrissy Chi. She's not watching this content, and Twitch is algorithmically recommending, amongst World of Warcraft content that she's watching also, she likes to watch WoW content, also being algorithmically recommended from Twitch, this type of content. So Asmongold's point of where is it? I'm not seeing it at this moment, therefore this is not a problem. I don't really think that's a very compelling argument. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I never really go to this page. What's going to be recommended to me? Full screen. Do I have anything super crazy? Recommended World of Warcraft channels, categories you might like, 10th anniversary, featured clips, live channels we think you might like. Nothing crazy for me at this point. I think in his example, Hassan. Oh, was there Hassan? Hassan Ami, true. And then I have a big booby anime character. I have two different anime characters, and one of them is doing furry content. Now you guys know. I really am an anime loving furry. Honestly, this makes me more upset than anything else. If we go to the just chatting section. Okay, Asmongold. We are 3 rows down, and I'm not even counting the big titty anime girl. That's not a real woman. Okay, so I'm not going to count that. There she is. There's that. There's our ass out sitting on a beach. Come on a beach in a bathing suit. There we go. There's another one. Okay, so like I said, not really a compelling argument he's making right now, for me at least.
Okay, Shy Lily. She has boobs, but I don't really think this is not really a sexual stream. Okay, now we've got one right here. 4,000 down all the way down here at 4,000 viewers. We have one girl.
Did she have a Pornhub command? Exclamation point phub. Is she linking directly? Okay, I'm gonna pause this because I don't want to. If you type, I want to see someone typing exclamation point phub. This is the link tree. I think you need to be 2 clicks removed, is Twitch's rule. So if you click Linktree, then you go to Twitter, then you find the Pornhub, or then you find the OnlyFans. I think Twitch's rule is you need to be 2 clicks removed from pornographic content. I think that's the rule. So now that you just have workarounds like this. Excellent. Okay, cool.
And then we've got a couple of them down here. So am I the only person that thinks that this isn't really a big deal? Like, you've got what 4 girls that are doing this shit, and that's it. I don't think this is a big deal, man.
Holy shit.
4 girls that are doing this shit, and that's it. I don't think.
What in the fuck? Oh, this is the girl that was recommended to. That's the same person. Shit.
This is a big deal, man. I don't think this is ruining the website. This is literally less than 1% of the traffic.
This is what I would ask. Why are these women that are only interested in making hypersexual content on Twitch, as opposed to a website that is designed explicitly for hypersexual content like Chatterbait or wherever else? I think you can do live streams on OnlyFans, wherever else you can do sexual content. Why are they on this site rather than those sites? I think it's because they are preying on a child demographic. That's what I think. I think they're looking to expose sexual content to people that are not explicitly looking for sexual content, predominantly minors, and funnel them off of Twitch onto other sexual sites like OnlyFans where they can financially monetize them. That's what I think is happening. That's what I think. And so I think it's incredibly predatory. That's what I think.
Like, you're talking about 20, maybe 15 to 20,000 active viewers at any time, maybe 30. If somebody really popular is on.
Is this kind of like Gamba? It's the exact same formula as having gambling streams on Twitch. Yes, people were streaming gambling on Twitch, hoping that that their viewers use their promo code, go to a gambling site and sign up, and then they get a kickback. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, both should be gone. Predatory. Gambling should be gone on Twitch, and this hypersexual content should be gone. Yes, both. Not a fan of either.
other than that, this is really a microcosm of Twitch. And it's like, because if you don't go on Twitch, you would think that half of the streams on Twitch are porn. At least. I mean, it's like, Call of Duty, porn, World of Warcraft, porn, let's see, like Minecraft, Fortnite, porn. Like that's what you would think is going on. And dude's farming, yes, exactly. It can come up into a child suggestion.
Even if it's 1% or 0.1%, I think it's a problem and should be addressed. Yeah, regardless of the frequency at which it's happening, given that it is happening, I think it should be addressed.
Yeah, I think that Twitch should have some sort of like kid-safe thing, but I'm going to give you an even hotter take than that.
Kick has this. Kick has this. The website known for promoting gambling. Kick has this. You can go into your Kick dashboard and you can say, don't recommend me gambling content or hypersexual content. Kick has offered that functionality. Twitch has not. You can't do that on Twitch, but Kick has allowed you to opt out of stuff like this, which I think that's honestly a pretty good compromise. Fair play.
I think that if you want a kid-safe version of Twitch, you don't let them watch Twitch. And the reason for that is because people talk about anal sex all the fucking time on here. People talk about adult stuff all the fucking time. They talk about sex toys. They have games that are showing nudity. They have other things that have sexual themes constantly. Like, let's just look at TikTok. Like, it's all the time. So if you want to go ahead and make a for the children argument, please be comprehensive, okay?
I think that there's different severities of content that can be damaging or harmful to children. And I think we're making a false equivalency right now. I think that hearing someone make a joke about butt sex is different than this. Right? I think that this is more damaging than a butt sex joke. That's what I think. Yeah.
Because cry me a fucking river that some kid can watch this while there's 50 other fucking websites that it's easier to get onto to watch, and you can see the actual porn itself. So, no. And then also, it's not like sexual content is the only vector.
It is easier for parents to stop their child from visiting porn sites than to stop their child from visiting hypersexual streams on Twitch. Go. No doubt.
Of content that kids should not see. Like, for example, this is my opinion, all right? If I had a kid, I wouldn't want my kid watching this, okay? Let's get this out of the way. I wouldn't want my kid watching this. I wouldn't.
In fact, by the way, if you're operating a pornographic website, you need to register that website with the ISP. ISPs know which websites are promoting 18+ content and which ones are not. That's like an FCC. That's an FCC regulation. So via your ISP or internet protection blockers that you can have if you're a parent trying to stop your kid from watching hardcore pornographic content on 18+ websites, it's easy to do because the infrastructure per the ISPs and per the FCC is already set up. It's much harder to stop your kid from watching this stuff on a website that is, let's be real, predominantly known for video game content, not exclusively known for video game content, but predominantly known for video game content historically. It's harder to stop your kid from watching this stuff because you don't have the same level of regulatory protections.
I wouldn't want my kid watching the Scuff podcast. Like, the one Train and I used to do. We'll probably bring it back at some time pretty soon. I talked to him a little bit about it. Because we had on there like Manuel Ferrero. There's porn stars on there, right? It's basically the same thing. But that's somehow okay, right? And then also like, maybe playing games that are like really fucked up and weird, right? Something like that Class of 2009 game. I wouldn't want a 12-year-old playing that. I'll be honest. Like, if I had a 9-year-old kid, I wouldn't want him playing that game. That's weird. So, yeah, there's a lot of these types of things that I think are not. Andy and Leo, I haven't played that one yet. I haven't seen enough about it.
This argument, I hate to say, is like, because there are other bad things, we can't stop this one bad thing. We can't do anything about bad thing 1 because there's bad thing 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's like, well, I mean, let's just take a swing at it. We got to start somewhere, right? Let's just get going. Let's start, trimming things out.
So the point I'm making about this is that a lot of these, even streamers that are considered younger audiences, say stuff is 18+. I think that you cannot make a for the children argument because if you look at it morally and you look at it on principle, I would say a tremendous amount of the content on Twitch is not safe for kids. I don't think kids should be watching it. I don't think they should be paying attention to it. There's people talking about like religion stuff, people talking about like politics, etc. Like, would I want my kids watch?
Just curious. I've never thought about this. Is most content on Twitch safe for kids? Most content on Twitch is safe for kids. Yes or no? There's a lot of content on Twitch. There really is. And I think that most streamers on Twitch are very lukewarm, not talking about politics, not talking about theology, not talking about pornographic content. I'm actually the odd one out. I see you guys saying no. I think yes. I think most content on Twitch actually is safe for kids. I think most streamers have like a pretty PG Disney type of content. I think so. I really think so. There's a lot of streamers. Yeah, actually, maybe the thing on Twitch that I would be worried the most about with my child. Some of you know. Yeah, that's maybe the most concerning thing. But I think most of it is probably pretty safe for kids. Most of Twitch is, yeah.
Watching like me or Hassan talking about some like big, social issue or something like that. No, I wouldn't. And it's not, there's nothing against me or Hassan, no. It's just like, I don't want my kids watching that or paying attention to it at all. Some big social issue? Yeah, exactly. So, I think that really...
Do you think Call of Duty is safe? I think the Call of Duty gameplay is safe. I think with something with Call of Duty I'd be worried about is like the voiceover chat. That because people can say crazy, terrible things in voice chat. But doesn't really seem that violent video games are traumatizing kids or making kids more violent or anything. I don't think that's been correlated. In fact, I think the opposite has been proven, that it does not. Still, I probably would not want my kid playing a game like Call of Duty until, I don't know, they were like 10 or 11 probably. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be super duper damaging. Let me see here. Porn addiction, on the other hand, and the trauma that highly sexualized content can have on the mind of a developing youth, that is very well documented and pretty damaging. It's not good.
This is what Twitch should do. Okay? Nothing.
Stay safe. Have you heard of Pandora Gate? Recently, a few of the biggest Polish Minecraft YouTubers diddled kids. I haven't heard about this Polish instance called Pandora Gate, but I'll tell you what, it's like every couple months we hear about a Minecraft YouTuber diddling kids or sexting kids. That's a real thing. Like literally every couple months for years now, there's been like 20 of them. That seems to be happening pretty commonly. Not good.
I think they should do nothing.
Not good.
If you don't like these streams, don't watch them. And I don't think that they should ban VTubers, because this is another thing. This is another big issue.
This is based. I'm gonna give you my. This is like an Asmongold libertarian take. I'm gonna give you my hyper-based authoritarian take. I don't want to live in a society where degeneracy is running rampant. I really don't. I really don't. I don't. You could say, if you don't want to do heroin, just don't do it. If you don't want to smoke crack, just don't smoke it. Well, what about the people that do? Some people will, and it has pretty immense negative consequences on the society in which I live, and I live in the society, and it's fucking everything up. Even though I'm not the one doing it, I'm not watching porn. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke crack. Still though, I live in a society where a lot of people do some of these things that I'm not so fond of, and it seems to be causing damage. And I'd prefer for people not to be doing these things, frankly.
Issue is that VTubers get banned for less than this. Lucy got banned recently. Vay got banned. And I think there's a third one that I'm just not thinking of right now that also got banned for something that is a fraction of as problematic as this is. Neurosama got banned. That's the problem. The problem is that you have, in what universe do we live in that a real girl sexualizing herself is somehow less problematic than a cartoon?
Ban them both. We don't need to compare them. Just ban both of them. Right? Yo.
Sir!
What the fuck happened? Like, am I the only person like, what the fuck happened, guys? How did this... What? Am I taking crazy pills? What is this? VTuber chose to be sexy with her model. The real person was just born this way. She was... Well, I mean, to be fair, she was born without...
I don't think this girl was born this way. I don't think she was born exactly like this.
Clothes. But, no, like, she's not wearing clothes. And this is, again, this is the intellectual dishonesty. This girl has, I'm gonna go out on a limb. I bet she has an OnlyFans.
No!
Right?
No!
She does. Yes, she does. Okay, that's... What? I can't believe it. Holy shit. How could anybody have guessed?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why is the naked woman with an OnlyFans choosing to live stream on Twitch hypersexual content as opposed to live streaming hypersexual content on the websites that are dedicated and created solely for live streaming hypersexual content? It's because she knows hypersexual content on Twitch is not a saturated market, and she's going to stand out. She's going to pop out amongst the other video game streams, the other normal video game streams. She will pop out. She will farm controversy, and she will also be exposed to people that are not explicitly looking for hypersexual content, namely young children, because most young children via like parental blocks don't have access to hypersexual content, because it's very easy to block that as a parent. Talking about the FCC ISP regulations we talked about a half hour ago, she knows exactly what she's doing. What she's doing is incredibly predatory, and here we are defending it. Not a fan. I'm not a fan of this. Not a fan of this.
And if you go and you look at these girls, right? Let's go ahead and let's do a little research. We're gonna open up this one, this one, this one, and this
research
one.
time.
All right. How many of them have links that are different?
By the way, I don't think that Asmongold is like inconsistent or anything. I just think Asmongold is like a total libertarian. I think he's just a total, do what you want, your body, whatever, do what you want, libertarian type of guy. I am just not that. I am something else entirely.
Okay, so this girl has a Fansly. We all know about this one. Let's be honest, okay? And so we've got this one. Yeah, she obviously
I hope she doesn't drop that roll of paper towels.
And she has on her. So you go to her Instagram, I'm sure, and then you probably are going to go to, let's see here, Beehive Agency. What's this? And then there we go. Okay, so now you have to click two links to get to her porn website.
There you go.
And then this is this is somebody else. And then this girl, let's see about her. YouTube gaming.
Is she Korean? Is that Japanese?
Instagram, let me see here. And then, actually, she doesn't.
She does it for free. She's not even smart enough to make money. She does it for free.
She's a good wholesome gamer girl. Okay, she's a safe girl. She's a respectful girl. Yes, she's decent. Yeah. Okay, so 3 out of 4. All right. So my point is that the reason why these girls do this is because they do sexual content on their stream in order to get people to subscribe to their porn accounts.
Yes.
And they're doing it through Twitch.
True.
This is what's happening.
Yeah.
It's not a question. It's not a possibility. It is a business.
It's evident that the work you're doing is not only engaging but also meaningful. Your willingness to tackle challenging topics is truly commendable, and I appreciate the depth and significance you bring to your content.
That almost sounds like a ChatGPT comment, but I don't think it is. I think it's sincere, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Who asked? Don't who ask him. It's sincere. Thank you. Thank you, Prophet. Thank you, Prophet. Thank you, brother.
This model. And it works. It works extremely fucking well.
Yep.
Now, guess what? These websites, they say 18 plus. You have to be 18. Like if I go and I open this in a private window, I actually don't know. Yeah. So it has sexual themes. So I have to click a button on this. Now, if I go to Pornhub, I have to do the same thing.
Hold up, because we are talking about the capacity for parents to limit the type of sexual content that children have ease of access to. Okay? Listen. It is because there's FCC ISP 18 plus pornographic regulations, every single porn website has to register with ISPs as a pornographic website. And ISPs are always hunting pornographic websites that are not registering and forcing this sort of labeling on them. It's very, very easy for parents to block porn websites from their children. It's very, very easy because they are all registered in a database of 18 plus pornographic websites. However, on Twitch, which is predominantly a gaming website, it's much easier for an 11-year-old kid to click a stream, start watching. I don't know. I'm not reading this. Start watching. Boom, and you're in. And you're in. Because I think that most parents would probably not expect to have this on Twitch. I think it's fair to say that.
I don't think that there is a large moral difference behind it being on Pornhub versus on Twitch. I just don't think so.
I really disagree. I really fundamentally disagree.
Because it's the same basic action, and I was a kid once, and so were you guys, and we all know that we would have gotten around it anyway.
This is not an argument I like. You hear guys say, oh yeah, my dad used to beat the fuck out of me and I turned out all right, so what's the big deal? You know, my dad used to when I got home from school, my dad would beat the fuck out of me, and I'm okay. And so this is the same thing for porn. It's like, well, when I was 11, I was jerking off to porn, and I think I'm okay. So, you know, we all did it, bro. Come on, guys. We all did it back in the day, so whatever. Who cares? I don't think that means we should just throw our hands up and condemn the future generations to pornographic addiction at age 11. I'm not there. I think we should be working to stop kids from viewing this type of content. Just because you or I or he might have viewed this content at age 11 or 12 does not mean that we should condemn future generations of young boys to getting addicted to porn at age 11. I'm not there. I don't think so.
So, the problem is that there is a tremendous amount of intellectual dishonesty with this conversation. These girls are obviously doing it in order to sell porn. They exist on Twitch to sell porn, to act as a gateway to selling porn. This is what they do. So, from Twitch's perspective,
even before you start watching porn, you're fucking a pillow or just jerking off. Bro, when I was 3, I would hump the floor, okay? This is going to sound crazy to say, that's like normal scope of young boy behavior. Sorry to say, that's the fucking truth, okay? It's like the guys, that's the way it is. That's like kind of, and then your parents say, hey, when we're at Target shopping for clothes, you're not going to hump the floor. Dude, there was a story where I was at Target and I was like probably 6 and I was with my mom in the checkout line. And I walked up to this woman who had big breasts and I went like this, honk, honk. I did that when I was 6, and my mom was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry." Okay, this is, come on, that's young boy shit. That's like kind of normal young boy. I'm not saying we should champion that, but this is boy shit. This is boy shit. Okay, now honk honk. Now that's entirely different to having 11, 12, 9, 8-year-old boys masturbating to women that look like blow-up dolls, or just hardcore pornographic content watching other people fuck when you're 11 years old. The most profane sexual content. It's entirely different. Just saying that, yes, humans are sexual creatures, therefore, from age 9, we should have them watching hardcore pornographic content. I don't think I'm going to bridge that gap with you. I'm not there with you. I don't think so.
If this is a problem, then you need to get rid of it.
In fact, I'm not even a no nut guy. I'm a no porn guy. If you want to jerk off, fine, do it with your eyes closed. No porn. If you can't do it with your eyes closed, you haven't earned it. You don't want it badly enough. Close your eyes, get the job done. If you can't, you need to wait. Okay? No porn for you. I'm not a no nut guy. I'm not like a no sex guy, okay? I'm not a no sexuality guy. I just think porn is incredibly fucking damaging.
But if it is not a problem, then don't ban anybody. Don't start banning VTubers because their boob model jiggles too much.
Ban them both. Ban all of them. Ban every single one of them. Get them out of here. Okay? No hypocrisy. Shah! It's all gotta go.
But you're not gonna ban a girl that's painting her actual boobs. This is stupid. It's completely fucking insane. And in my opinion, this is what I think. I don't think they should ban anybody. I am a no bans enjoyer. If somebody wants to watch this girl paint up her tits, go ahead. Awesome. Enjoy yourself. And you know what? That's fine with me. I don't care. But I don't want to keep hearing this shit about how, oh, why are you sexualizing them? Because they sell porn. That's why. That's why. It's fucking obvious. And there is so much dishonesty with this conversation that it is driving me fucking crazy. Because again, these girls are a fraction of a percent on the website, okay? There's a fraction of a percent of girls that are doing this content. This is the vast minority of content. It is less than 1% of the traffic that Twitch has in its entirety. But people misrepresent it and make it seem like it's the whole thing. It's very annoying. Do you think this is wrong?
Yeah. Here's my take. Here's my authoritarian take. As long as the percentage is greater than 0, I think something should be done. Whether it's 0.1 or 1 or 10 or 100%, I think something should be done. That's my take.
No, because I think that it is the parent's responsibility to provide to be cognizant and aware of what their kids are watching. And also, I've been on a lot of other websites, like, you know, these are like YouTube, for example, or TikTok. I've been on TikTok. I don't really use TikTok, but I've been on TikTok. The content on there is worse. It's worse, and there's and even to, like, as a multiplier to that, a lot of times the girls that are doing the content are underage.
I think as a society, it's probably good to limit the number of landmines that a parent can step on. Limit the number of figurative landmines a parent can step on. And these streams existing on Twitch are figurative landmines, right? As a parent, like I said, per FCC ISP regulations, it's very, very easy as a parent to block out actual hardcore pornographic websites. It's very easy to do that. I think most parents probably know how to do that at least. But it's much harder to filter this type of content out of Twitch, given Twitch is predominantly a gaming website. And I think parents have a reasonable expectation that this type of content is not going to be sprinkled in their child's algorithmic recommendations alongside regular gaming World of Warcraft content. and that is happening. Yeah, I think it's fair.
So it's like 50 times worse. So no, I'm not going to go and clutch my pearls over a girl laying on a yoga mat with a bikini on whenever you have like these underage girls on TikTok doing challenges for like doing all kinds of like weird sexual challenges like these fucking 40-year-old men are asking them to do. Like, this is 1,000 times worse. It's awful. And that's the real problem. You think I'm going to get upset about this? Who gives a fuck about this? It doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, this is kind of like whataboutism, right? You're saying, okay, so you're upset about this bad thing here that we all acknowledge is bad. Yeah, but what about this other bad thing going on a different platform? Well, that's bad also. Yeah, let's try to actively do something against all of it. Yeah, let's try to shut down the pedophilic TikTok content and also this predatory sexual content on Twitch. That seems like a good goal to me.
And so anyway, kids can't be unsupervised. Yes, like, and this is the truth, right? How many of you guys growing up, like, let's be real, your parents tried to stop you from watching porn? How many of you?
Not me, because I was from a single-parent household and my parents were very busy working. I didn't have really parental figures in the house at a high enough frequency to stop me from doing that. By the way, 40% of kids in this country don't have a dad in the house. Here you go, recipe for fucking disaster. 40% don't have a dad in the house. I don't know.
No. Well, for those of you guys that did it work? Did it work?
Okay, to be fair, it's like 23% of kids over the age of 1 don't have a dad in the house, 23, 24. But of children born in the last year, 40% don't have a dad in the house. So it's getting worse over time. Of kids born in the last 12 months, 40% of them don't have a dad in the picture. That's the fact.
No, it didn't. Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and just get that out of the way. Because this is another level of intellectual dishonesty. That, like, oh, think of the children. Think of whenever you were a kid. Okay? Let's be honest here. There's no way parents to stop their kids from doing anything? Of course there is, but, like, they'd have to, like, really take an active role in it. And also, like, the truth is that this content exists online. It exists in the world. And that's just all there is to it. Like, you can't sanitize the entire internet because there are some kids that can get on the internet. How about just take your kids off?
I don't think you need to sanitize the entire internet. I think you probably want to remove hypersexual predatory content from video game streaming websites that are predominantly used for video game streaming historically. I think that's a good first step. And then I think also it's a really good step to have hardcore pornographic websites like Pornhub or whatever the other ones are, OnlyFans, need to register with the FCC and the ISPs and label themselves, delineate themselves as pornographic websites. Okay? Which makes it very easy for parents to block the websites if they don't want their children to watch them. And by the way, we've done that already. Like I said, there is a reason why these women are streaming this type of content on Twitch. It's because they know it's a predatory way to bypass these rules. That, like, Asmongold even admitted as such. It's not good. It's not good. And I'm not comfortable hand-waving it. Yo, Just a Mule with the 1 gold? Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. By the way, guys, we are going to play WoW all fucking night. I do want to finish the Asmongold video, though. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir.
Off the fucking internet. It's that simple. Yeah, stop being lazy parents. If you don't want your kids doing something, then don't let them do it. So, anyway, I've seen a lot of conversations about this, and people have been really, really upset about it. And I figured I would talk about this topic because I know a lot of people have really strong opinions. I find it to be extremely annoying that Twitch plays this intellectual dishonesty game. I think it's just a weird, like, a weird social feminism, like, woke issue. And it's just being co-opted by people to sell porn. And there are a lot of instances, and I want to make sure that, like, I'm not one of these, like, super anti-woke people. I'm not a woke person either. I think that I like to think that I'm just, like, a normal, sane person, at least in this regard. And the truth is that there are a lot of girls that are not trying to be sexual, and they get sexualized constantly, and the people that are doing it are fucking freaks. Like, you see, like, some gaming streamer, you look at her top clips, every single one of them is her walking away from the computer. Like, this is creepy and weird, okay? Like, we can call it for what it is. It's fucking weird. So, yes, obviously this is the case. But at the same time, this is not an example of it. And this is the dishonesty that's being used. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but you don't seem to be aware of what woke is supposed to mean. Yeah, nobody is, because it's an amorphous cultural definition that nobody has defined in any way. Woke for one person isn't woke for somebody else. It's just a fucking buzzword.
Sort of like how there's... based, and then there is... based.
Let's be real, okay? Like, I'm just using the word because it's falling under the same category.
It's true.
People have defined woke. People have defined everything. People defined racism as something that's like, you know, something that white people do, right? Does that mean that the way they defined it is accurate? Obviously fucking not. But you have some people that think it is. So just because somebody defines something as a way doesn't mean that they own the definition or that word is that definition. So let's be real.
This is my okay. So like I said, Asmongold seems to be very libertarian. Here's my critique of libertarianism. I think if you had the right population for it, the right type of society for it, I think libertarianism probably works pretty well. But I think that in American society, in our very modern, perverse, profane, financially motivated society where people really don't give a fuck about each other, there's no sense of unity. There's too much corruption. I don't think that maintaining libertarian values in a society where very few people also maintain your libertarian values, it doesn't work very well. If you're let me give you a hyperbolic example. If you're a libertarian surrounded by 20 people who don't give a fuck about your property rights, you're not going to last very long, right? If you have 100 non-libertarians that don't care about your personal autonomy, they don't care about your sovereignty, they don't care about your property rights, but you are a libertarian, you're not going to last very long. And I just think that we don't have enough people that approach the world in the way that Asmongold does for it to be a realistic and effective approach to the world. That's what I think.
Let's see here. Woke's literally shorthand for postmodernism. Says truth is by nature subjective, literally can't be the same to everyone. Well, I'm not really sure, but I don't want to get in an argument about the word woke. I don't really care about this. It's a stupid tangent. My point is that I don't think that Twitch should ban anybody for doing this stuff. And if they should, so I think they should take two approaches, like one of two approach. So if you want to ban people, I think you should ban every single girl that's doing anything that's sexually related that has anything like an OnlyFans. Just permanently ban all of them. Because they're
based. Yeah. Hey, yeah.
They're using the website to sell porn. That's what they're doing, and everybody knows it. So if you want to take an approach like this, ban every single fucking one of them. Because that's what it is. Everybody knows it. Now, I don't think they should do that. I don't. I disagree with that. But that is if you want to deal with it on a principle level. Dealing with it, I'm not talking about doing it the way that you want to do it, but I'm talking about...
By the way, to be clear, that's not ban all girls. Vast majority, I would even say 99% of people, 99% of women streaming on Twitch are not creating sexually provocative content. They're not trying to funnel people off platform to their OnlyFans page. Most women are not.
Looking at the problem and then solving the problem for everybody who has this problem, that's what you do. Okay? So, the second thing is they should stop banning VTubers for making avatars that are slightly sexual. How is it that a girl can stand topless without, just because she's just 2 inches away from showing her nipples? Somehow this is acceptable, but the moment a VTuber has a thigh gap, this is a 3-day ban. This is insane.
Twitch, I'd like to make an offer for you. Twitch, I will be your sexual content police. You don't even need to pay me. I'll do it. I'll do it. And what I will do is I will make content out of it. I will spend 8 hours a day scouring through Twitch streams, finding streams that are in violation of the new sexual content regulations that you're going to pass, and I will personally do it for free. Okay, I'll do it. We can do it.
What the fuck is going on?
And by the way, I would extend this to men also. If we find men that are making highly sexual, profanely sexual, provocative content for the sole purpose of funneling people off platform to sign up for their OnlyFans or Pornhub accounts, I'll ban them too. I'll get rid of them too.
Consistency matters. Yeah, so you want to be consistent. That's how to be consistent. If we find out that you're using us to advertise your porn, 100% ban. Very fair, yes. And I, again, don't think they should do that. I don't think it's a big deal. I think people should use their own discretion whenever they go onto a website. They should make their own decision and use their own discretion on what content they're going to consume on a website. That's my opinion. I don't like the website making decisions for you. Underboobs are bannable. Actually, insane inconsistencies. And this is the problem, right? Is that whenever you actually think about the inconsistencies, underboob is bannable, but cleavage isn't bannable. Why? Why?
You know the next step? I'm going to invent the meta here, okay? These women need to have like a cloth dangling like this. Okay? And then what they are going to do is stand here just like this, and the cloth is going to be extending across their stream. Hey, and then their head is here, right? Okay, and then yeah, this is the next, and then they have arms. They've got arms also. Most women have those things with fingers. I like my women with fingers just like that. This is the new meta. This is it. Give it a couple weeks, and it's going to be this.
Why is that? I mean, they're both sexual, right? And this is, again, it goes back to my original point of intellectual dishonesty. And that is fundamentally what my problem is. It's the intellectual dishonesty of this problem, just in its entirety. Some things are wrongly compliance related. For instance, loss of very specific language that lumps cartoon does targeted content towards kids.
Can I just say this? She looks very like demonic. There's just something about her that is just like satanic or something. I don't know what.
So therefore they have to be more strictly managed than, let's say, a live person. And not right, but it is. Okay, sure. So like you can immediately disprove that by the fact that there are a lot of like basically super sexual innuendo games that people play constantly that use cartoons as well. Also, what does cartoon mean? Does cartoon mean an actual drawn cartoon, or does it mean an animated representation of a human? Because it means
I think you can. Here's my thing with punishing criminal behavior, okay? This is my theory. I kind of care less about the criminal behavior. Of course I still do, but I care less about the criminal behavior, and I care more about the intent behind the criminal behavior. So if you want to consider this sort of content, this highly profane sexual content, criminal behavior on Twitch, and I'd say, what is the intent behind it? Well, we all know the intent behind this criminal behavior is to get people off platform, to find people on Twitch, get them to click your social media links, and subscribe to your pornographic content on OnlyFans. That is your intent. That's your sole purpose for being here, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't be here at all. So, like very, very easy litmus test. If OnlyFans did not exist, would she be doing this stream right now? Yes or no? No. No, she wouldn't. No, she would not. She'd be doing something else. So, given the motive is there, given the motive is very, very predatory, not a good situation. That's kind of how I look at it.
Animated representation of a human, then you're showing porn, because there's things like Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3 that show a person's dick. So I think that argument doesn't make sense whenever you apply it to video games. Next, how do you think that this can be fixed, especially for Twitch? I don't think it needs to be fixed. I don't think it's a problem. If you don't like this content, stop watching it. Why can't that be your solution?
True. If you don't like heroin in society, just don't do it. If you don't like people smoking crack, just don't smoke it. If you don't like people committing crimes or stealing things from 7-Elevens, just don't do it yourself. If you don't like, I'm not so compelled. I'm not so compelled by that.
Why do you have to take it away from everybody else? Why do you have the moral authority to say that because I don't like something, I want to take it away and nobody can watch it? Don't advertisers care? Well, sure.
I don't think that he would extend this logic to many other areas of society. I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he thinks that all drugs should be legal and that crimes should not be. Like, who are you to tell me that I can't rob a 7-Eleven? As a hyperbolic example, what moral authority do you have to tell me that I can't rob a 7-Eleven? What's your moral authority? Where do you get that? I'd be curious to see what the answer would be.
Sure, and if Twitch has to remove it because of advertisers, then it's totally different. But my reality, I don't care what advertisers want. I don't care what they want. That's Twitch's job to care. I'm talking about from my perspective as a viewer. Personally, I don't why would I care what an advertiser wants? I'm not an advertiser. Well, sometimes I am. But, it depends. Husband definitely watches titty streamers? Yeah, of course I've watched titty streamers before. Of course. Yeah, 100%. That's how I know. Can't you just say the same for loot boxes and gambling? Just don't do them? I think the difference is that loot boxes and gambling don't have an 18+ warning. If they did, I think you'd have a good comparison. But a lot of loot boxes and gambling content are used explicitly to sell to kids. Someone, let's see.
Okay, this is not debunking what he said. Asmongold's take would probably be that if loot boxes and gambling are in rated M games, then they are okay. But if loot boxes are in non-rated M games, rated E or teen games, then they are not okay. I think that would probably be his argument.
TK would start an OnlyFans if the company care. I don't care what people do. I can't speak for the company or what the company would do. I have no fucking idea. But personally, I don't care if somebody does OnlyFans. Why is that my problem? Yeah, I don't care about that. Why? That's what they do on their own free time. This is like every single person. This is a free adult, right? I mean, an adult should be able to choose what they do, what they want to do with their life and time, right? That's it. Dude, an 18+ warning doesn't just make everything better. That's borderline delusional. Okay, sure. So then,
I just don't think that way. I don't think that people should have total decision-making agency to do whatever they want with their own bodies at any time, and societal consequences be damned. And if it downstream either directly or indirectly negatively impacts people long term, fuck it. It's the individual decision. I just don't vibe with that. I really don't. I'm more of a Law and Order type of guy. I'm fine with that. Maybe it's because I have grown up in the Portland, Oregon area, and I've seen how a lot of this ideology has manifested in Portland. Maybe that's why I feel this way, and I've seen directly firsthand how this very hands off. Oh well, let people do what they want. It's their body, their life. I've seen how that just completely fucks up society firsthand, very very firsthand. I've seen kind of how that goes. I don't know. How did I get this way? How did I get this way? God, how did I get so fucking based? I don't know.
block Twitter, and then block TikTok, and then block everything else. Be consistent. But you're not being consistent. You're just focusing on one microcosm of an issue that is less than a fraction of a % of the traffic because you're mad about this thing specifically. This is not a principled stance. I would respect a principled stance. And if that is your stance, and you think all of those things should be banned completely, I respect that.
It is!
But don't go and clutch your pearls about this whenever there's tons of other porn that's way worse.
Asmongold, all porn should be illegal, and anyone caught making, selling, distributing porn should, I mean, can I say death sentence? I don't know if I can say death sentence, but, you know, we should, they got to go somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what you do with them. I don't know.
On YouTube and TikTok.
I don't know.
And Instagram. How many OnlyFans girls do you subscribe to? I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans before. I don't even know how to use the website. I have no idea. Same with Fansly. I have no clue. The hard cap? Okay. Doesn't matter. Guys, I don't care. Fine. I'm a big coomer. I'm subscribed to like 20 different girls' OnlyFans. That's fine. I don't think it's really a bad thing. I don't do it. And so if people want to think that I do it, I don't need to prove to you that I don't do it because it's not a big deal. Yeah, if you think that, that's fine. I am just telling you the truth. Take it or leave it.
Nothing wrong with porn.
Let's see here. Girls act like they're happy due to the income. In reality, it's very damaging in the long run for them. I don't know if you can make that decision and you can say that entirely in the long run for them.
Oh, my bad.
I don't know if you can make that decision and you can say that entirely. I think for some girls it is. But for other girls, you know, like they do OnlyFans for a few years, they meet some guy, they get married, and then that's it. And they're just a housewife. And so, like, what the fuck? How's it damaging for them in the long term? Like, yeah, it's like really, I mean, I've seen that happen to like 4 or 5 different OnlyFans girls. Who the fuck marries someone who did OnlyFans? Well, let's use a little bit of logic, okay? The girls that do OnlyFans because they're hot. Because if they weren't hot, then nobody would give them money to do OnlyFans. So, do guys want to date hot girls? Yeah, they do. Okay, well then that's why girls that do OnlyFans have boyfriends. Isn't that fucking crazy how that works? Like, this is, again, bro, like, people, I feel like nowadays...
I have a take here that I will most certainly get in trouble for. So I'll say this. Personally, I would not date an OnlyFans girl. That's something that I would not do.
I feel like nowadays people are like fucking like what the fuck is wrong with people? Like it's just it's like people live their lives in like this fucking abstract delusion that's created by a fucking algorithm on a social media website. What the fuck is going on? It's scary.
So why do you think Twitch is algorithmically recommending Coomer content? Speaking of that, we haven't talked about that. Why do you think Twitch is algorithmically recommend? By the way, this screenshot, this is from one of my female viewers. This is a female viewer of mine who plays World of Warcraft. This is a real life woman who watches my stream who plays WoW. Nice young woman. And so she posted a photo of her recommended channels feed. SFand, Coomer content. Guzu, Fandy, Mitch Jones, Ampy, Canon XO, Jokered, Grayson, Annie. Why they do it to Lizcat too? Lizcat gets it too, who's also a real life girl. I don't know. It's pretty strange. It's pretty strange that this is being algorithmically inserted amongst other just normal, regular video game content. That's kind of weird.
7 out of 10 is better than a 10 out of 10 and all my friends saw her get fucked. Then don't date her. I mean, I don't care. Like, you don't need... I don't care what you want to do. Why are you trying to justify what...
谦卑的妻子是家里的乐趣。
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 What does that mean? Ancient Chinese wisdom, ancient Confucius Chinese wisdom, 5,000 years old. What does it mean? A humble wife is a pleasure in the house. It's true.
What you're doing. You do
just want a nice, humble wife.
Whatever you want. If you're not comfortable with your girlfriend, do OnlyFans. Don't date a girl that does OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm just telling you why other people do it. It's not all about you. Jesus. Twitch gets 26 million views a day. Titty streamers combined get 20 to 40K. It's not that big. No, it's not.
That's not true. That is literally not true, because my stream alone. Let me check my VOD yesterday videos. My stream yesterday had 154,000 views, and these titty streamers are bigger than me. Okay, so I know they're getting more than 40 to 50K a day because they are more popular than I am.
If you were young and your mom was on OnlyFans taking pictures of her on the internet, imagine what does that do to a young kid? Yeah, but like, I mean, imagine what people would say with somebody who, like, for example, I do embarrassing things to myself too. I think that a lot of kids can get made fun of. And yeah, of course that's weird. But again, that's a decision that she has to make. And at the end of the day, I don't think that this is something like... I think that, you know, personally, parents need to be worried about a lot more things in life in terms of taking...
I saw someone in his chat say something about morality police. Oh, morality police. Can these morality police people shut the fuck up? You know what we need more of? We need more morality police officers. We need to hire police officers. We need more morality police officers. We need to bring back societal shame. We need more judgment. We need more morality. We want more societal morality. We need, dare I say, oh my God, we need more Karens. Okay? Karens, rise up. Okay? I'm sick of my Karen women being spoken down to. When a Karen is speaking, you shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. When Karen is talking in her annoying, shrill voice, shut the fuck up. Karen's talking now.
Worried about a lot more things in life in terms of taking care of their kids, then maybe my kid will get made fun of because I did porn. I actually think this is like very minor compared to other things that like parents need to do. Like in my opinion, it's a hypothetical too. And like my mom, I really wish that she spent more time like taking care of her health. I would beg her about, please stop fucking smoking. Like, please exercise. Please do something. You're hurting yourself. She never would do it. And what I said, what I knew would happen when I was 8 years old, fucking happened. So yeah, I don't. OnlyFans. This is like a fucking tiny issue compared to the other things parents should be worried about. There's so many prudes trying to regulate other people's lives. Let them be. Yeah, exactly. Kids are messed up and online world, man. Yeah, absolutely. Disagree. Parents doing porn is a sign that many other things are wrong. It's a sign that many other things could be wrong. Let's be honest here. It is a sign. Yes, other things could be wrong. Not that they are wrong, but they could be wrong. Let's see here. People getting mad about this easily fall into temptation. Are you taking care of your health? I am not taking as much care of my health as I should be, but I think I'm living a relatively healthy life, right? The worst thing that I do is soda. If I replace soda with water, I think I would be actually quite healthy.
You should.
I genuinely believe that. I'm not kidding. Like, I actually believe that. I think if I replace soda with water...
Chat, seriously, low-key, you guys need to stop drinking soda. No more soda, okay? Do you guys agree? Do we all agree? 2024, no more soda. You seriously need to stop putting that fucking poison in your body. It's very bad.
Like, that is the main problem I have.
Good.
Anyway, that's basically what I think about this topic. And honestly, it works out for me. I don't know why people are getting so worked out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they filter themselves out. For anyone like me who doesn't like the idea of dating porn stars, I think it's just people who can't pull a girl, angry at the world. Get in shape,
Only people who can't get laid would be mad about the proliferation of highly profane sexual content in every aspect of society. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. L-take, big time L-take.
Get a decent job and don't be fucking weird. It ain't that hard, dudes. Yeah, I mean, that's really the truth. I mean, like, there's a lot of guys, listen, I don't want to get into the whole, guys feeling like fucking like, the world's out to get them and everything like that. Just go for a jog. Yeah, exactly. Like, just shave, get a beard, like, take care of yourself. Most of the people that are complaining about being incels are probably incels because of their own actions. That's just the truth. And, like, what else really is there to say? Now, it's like, yeah, obviously, like, I mean, if you're... Like, there's always like something wrong with everybody, right? I mean, like, there's some guys that are short, right? There's like a lot of these like really, really good looking guys, and you meet them and they're like 5'7" or 5'8". Like, what the fuck, right? Do they have to be over 6 foot? No, because they look like Giga Chads. Absolutely not. But
if you guys are not at least 7'1", you will never get laid, because the average woman these days is like 7'2", 7'3". So yeah, seriously, if you're not at least probably 7'5", you're fucked. You're never gonna breed or procreate or have a loving wife.
Like, the reason they do that is because they go to the gym all the time. Like, let's be honest. But like for me, I'm very tall, but I'm also balding and I have like a weird face, And so like, and I have like a sunken chest, a caved in chest. I look like a fucking zombie whenever I walk around. And so like, I'm not the same and they're not the same as me. And like that's it. And so fucked up teeth. Well, that's my fault. But yeah, I'm just saying like different genetic things that you're kind of set out with. Everybody is going to have like categories of positive and negative things that they have. That's my point that I'm making. And Twitch banned Doc for going into a toilet. Well, yeah, but they banned Doc because it was against the law. Yeah, I think that if he was in a state where it wasn't against the law, they probably wouldn't have banned him. That was it. So yeah, two Russian new looks. I don't want to get into myself. Who cares about this? Anyway, my point is that whenever I see this stuff happen, I just feel like I have to talk about it because I feel like the world is full of crazy people, and it makes...
This is how I feel. Laissez-faire morality, libertarian morals, it's not going to solve the problems we have in society right now. In fact, I think it's going, like that sort of tolerance of degenerate behavior is only going to exacerbate the problems we have. At some point, a certain number of people have to say, no, this is wrong, we're not going to tolerate this. This is not going to be allowed. This behavior or that behavior will not be allowed. We're going to take a stand here. At some point, people need to do that. Something's going to have to happen.
Makes me insane to hear about it. Yeah. Same issue applied to TV. Back in the day, moralists objected to shows like All in the Family. Oh, yeah, of course they did. I've seen zero streamers who play in oversaturated categories complain about OnlyFans models on Twitch who become successful and they didn't. Jealousy isn't a great mindset, and they should focus on something different.
Any Twitch streamer that is complaining about streamers like this taking their viewers is also a moron, though. That's most certainly not the case.
Dead. They're just losers. It's like, it's actually so crazy how, like, whenever I say losers lose...
Your morals are not someone else's morals. You do not have a say in how someone should live their life. Actually, that's pretty much the axiom of democracy, is that you do have a say in how other people live their lives. That's pretty much the entire principle of democracy. That is actually exactly how it works, is that you have a say in how I live my life via your vote, and I have a say in how you live your life via my vote. If you don't like that, I guess you probably don't like democracy very much. That's how it works.
I'm completely right. I think I'm completely right about that. Abso-fucking-lutely. Losers lose. And that's what happens.
Losers lose.
Winners win and losers lose. The Twitch ban, today's streamer years ago, it was a big thing. They didn't want it to, and now we're full circle. I don't really care what their selective banning is. It's very interesting, yeah.
But democracy will show who will win, libertarianism or authoritarianism. Here's maybe the concerning thing. Okay, so one of the big problems with democracy is what happens if over half of the people in your democracy are morons, are immoral, degenerate morons. Then the democracy comes crumbling down. And then what happens? What phoenix rise every single time seems to be the case. What phoenix rises from the ashes of a decrepit democracy? Authoritarianism seems to be the case. If you don't like authoritarianism, I think you should probably have a vested interest in making sure that democracy continues to function pretty well, because downfall in democracies don't result in good things generally. They don't go very well for most people at least.
And that's why they're losers. Yep, that's right. Yep. Let's see here. I'll read a couple more, then we'll move on, talk about some other stuff. I honestly think Twitch should just get a proper 18+ section and just allow it all. Bro, you don't understand the meta game. Oh, God. Okay, let me explain how...
These girls... Yeah, he's right. He does not understand the metagame. These girls don't want an 18+ section. These girls want to exist in front of kids and in front of Twitch viewers that are not explicitly searching for sexual content. That's their hook. That's their angle. Okay, they are looking to prey on those viewers that are not looking for sexual content. If women like this or content creators like this wanted to be in an 18+ section, they would go stream on one of the 10 sex content streaming websites. They know what they're doing. They want you, unsuspecting person. That's what they want.
How this works, right? So the reason why these girls don't do anything that's extremely sexual and why they don't go onto 18+ websites is what they want to do is they want to entice people to pay for OnlyFans. So the goal is to create content that's sexual, but it's more suggestive. So the suggestion is go to OnlyFans, subscribe to this content, and then you'll be able to, then you'll be able to see what you want to see. So if you just give people, it's like, for example, imagine if McDonald's did advertising like this. Hey, do you want a free hamburger? Okay, here you go. Now go to McDonald's. Well, why would I go to McDonald's? I've already got a hamburger. I mean, there it is.
It's the boobah bait. The old boobah bait.
Is it ethical doing it on Twitch? No. No, it's not ethical.
It's not ethical.
I don't think advertising alcohol is ethical on Twitch either.
Less than 3.
I don't think advertising...
Wait a minute. If we acknowledge it's not ethical, then why are we hand waving it? Then why should it be allowed?
Gambling is ethical either. But until people are against all of those things, or smoking, yes, like.
StaySafe believes he has every right to tell people how they should live their life because he has moral objection to how they choose to live their life. I have the same right to express my opinion on how people ought to live their lives and how the society ought to be conducted as every single other person living in this democratic country. Am I not allowed to have an opinion on how society should operate? Or am I? Because this is a fundamental building block axiomatic idea that is integrated to the idea of democracy, right? Do I just need to not have an opinion on things or what? Seems like democratic principles disagree with you.
Guys, keep in mind, for me, no gambling, no alcohol, no smoking, no drugs. Ever. That's me. And I've always been like this. I did it a little bit whenever I was 20, 22, 23. Hey, it is what it is, right? But I stopped because the only reason I really did it was to fit in. And I realized, why the fuck do I need to fit in with losers? So yeah, when's Ramadan, brother? Yeah, look at it.
You can have an opinion, though one does not need to be forced to live the way of life, your way of life. Well, this is where you're wrong, right? Because in a democracy, if I can convince enough people that I'm right and you're wrong, and then there's a vote, guess what? You're living my way. Inversely, if you can convince enough people that you're right and I'm wrong, and there's a vote on this, and we like to have our votes here in this country, then I'm living your way. And that's kind of the way democracy goes. All right. Glad we established that.
It is what it is, right? So only certain addictions are bad. I think that there are I think that addiction is a spectrum. I don't think you can compare a fentanyl addiction to somebody addicted to video games.
True.
I don't think you can compare, maybe a gambling addiction to somebody who's, addicted to watching a TV show. I think the word addicted is very overused. And people usually mean I am like very obsessed with doing something. So yeah, it's close. So I don't know if it's close or not. I don't want to play the addiction Olympics either. But I think that there are certain addictions, like, for example, gambling addiction, alcohol addiction, that an alcohol addiction is a literal, like, I'll give you an example, right? So, like, if you have an alcohol addiction, if you,
in a pure democracy, you can force your way of life on others. Oh my God, are we really doing this? We are not a pure democracy.
If you are taken off of alcohol, like you're not able to drink any alcohol at all,
nope.
And like this is what happens, or some people used to go into rehab, is they would not have any alcohol at all. They would cold turkey them, and it would kill the person.
That's true. Yeah. There are 2 drugs that can kill you in the detox process. Fuck it. It's benzodiazepines and alcohol. Yeah, if you go cold turkey and you're severely addicted to benzodiazepines or alcohol, you can die in the detox process. So they wean you off. Other drugs, you can go cold turkey. It might be very uncomfortable. You're gonna wish you were dying, but you're not gonna die. Yeah.
It would kill them. Straight up. That doesn't happen in video games. It's different. This is extreme cases, but it's true. Exactly. I'm just saying it's possible. Really? Yeah, look it up, man. It's crazy. Like, my dad told me about it. Like, he was, I think he told me he started drinking whenever he was, like, probably 5 years old. And so, yeah, he doesn't drink anymore. He can't. But that's the only reason he doesn't drink anymore. And, yeah. And it's not about what you're addicted to, but how addicted you are. Well, I don't want to get into the addiction conversation, right? I'm not going to get into that too much, but, like, all I'm saying is that, I think that all of these things are unethical. I think advertising gambling is unethical. I think advertising pornography is unethical. Actually, I don't know if ethical is the right word. Maybe immoral. Let's go with immoral, because I don't know about ethical. I'd have to really think about that one more. I think it's immoral to advertise alcohol or, what do you call it? Pornography or... what's the third one?
Like marijuana, drugs, gambling.
Yeah. What about advertising escorts or massage? Getting a massage isn't... Bro. Life is not porn, okay? Like, stop watching so much porn. Like, you need to stop, man. Just give it a break. Yeah, there are sometimes, like, people just get a massage and it's not porn. Jesus, man. It's just crazy. OnlyFans girls advertising their porn is okay. Well, it's not about that, but I just think it should be acknowledged for what it is. That's the point that I'm trying to make, and that's what I wanted to talk about. I think I pretty much made my point clear here, and I see a lot of people that are going to be upset about this. I'm sure if this goes on YouTube, a lot more people are going to be upset. So hopefully that happens, and I can farm another video out of it. So we'll see what happens. The extreme neglect that comes with it hurts the person, people connected. Yeah, there's a lot of people that make bad decisions. That's it.
I think this type of, like, libertarian morality only works if enough people in your society share this brand of libertarian morality. But the second you have enough people that don't share that brand of libertarian morality, it does not work. And I don't think we have enough people for it to work.